Hey friends, welcome to a new video and a book haul. So today we have all of the books that I got in March, and I'm pretty proud of the fact that there was no like actual bookstore shopping, but we do have a lot of subscriptions. So I have Aardvark Book Club, an illumicrate monthly box, fairyloot combo box, an Arcane Society bi-monthly box, another fairyloot, and an illumicrate like special edition set that I got. So we're gonna just go, I guess, by the top through the bottom, and I will tell you about every subscription as we get to it, and let's just dive in. So again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here, and yeah, let's just dive into this. So to start off with, I have the Aardvark Book Club. This is a Canadian-based monthly book subscription where they have 5 choices of books every month, and you're able to select through them, get one, and add up to 2 add-ons. So I believe it is $28 a month Canadian, and every additional book is $13.99. So I really can't say no to these add-ons when you're getting a hardcover book for that cheap. Also, I love that this is a Canadian subscription, and they also have some very interesting book selections, which I really appreciate. So this will be my March box, and let's take a look at what I selected. Okay, I know, all right, I'm very excited about the books that I selected in this one. So every month you get a few custom bookmarks. There's a little challenge for members to post every month. And now let's look at the books I selected. So first off, I have Baby X. This, I believe it's sci-fi. Okay, so I think this is about cloning. When any biological matter can be used to create life, stolen celebrity DNA sells it to the highest bidder or the craziest stalker in this propulsive thriller. Oh, okay. So, there's a lot of DNA. This is where following somebody is being targeted to steal all of her DNA and hires a biosecurity guard to ensure his biological safety. This sounds really cool. I love the sound of this. This sounds incredibly exciting, and I love seeing these sci-fi futures that don't feel that unrealistic. Then we have The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. She is the author of The Bear and the Nightingale, which I love that book. I think it's a beautifully haunting historical fantasy. And this one is During the Great War, a combat nurse searches for her brother, believed dead in the trenches despite eerie signs that suggest otherwise. And this is said to be a hauntingly beautiful historical novel with a speculative twist. Very excited. So many of the people I follow have given this one 5 stars as well, so I'm having a very strong feeling that I'm gonna love this book. And the last one I got is one that I've already read, but it is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So I read this a few weeks ago, loved it. It is a romance between, or a marriage between a vampire and a werewolf in a political move to try and bring their 2 species together. And I really love this book. I gave it a 5 star. It was, I think, my favorite Ali Hazelwood book I've ever read, but just if you're into paranormal romance, this is the one to get. And of course I needed a copy of it on my shelves. Then next we have illumicrate, and I think this is either the March or February monthly box. So we have To Cage of God. This is gorgeous. Okay, one second. I'm just gonna take the plastic off. So here we go. To Cage of God. Ooh, to cage a god is divine. To be divine is to rule. To rule is to destroy. Then here is the inside artwork. Stunning. It's a foiled page, and yeah, this looks really beautiful. This is one that sounds really interesting too, because I believe it is about people who are able to harness the power of gods by locking them up and locking up their powers. So really excited. This is also the first time I've gotten an illumicrate monthly box in quite a while, so I'm definitely excited. Now we have our March fairyloot. I believe this is our combo box. So I've already read the YA book, which is The Crimson Moth, and I really enjoyed this one. I gave it a 4 stars. So this is just the edition. Very pretty. I believe in the US it is released as The Heartless Hunter. But in this book, we're following the romance between a witch and a society where witches are basically hunted down, and a witch hunter. So our witch is a main character we're following. She is posing as a socialite in real life, and really just kind of comes off as a carefree girl who only cares about fashion. But in reality, she is this figure known as the Crimson Moth, who goes and tries to free any witches who have been caught by the guard. And we're following her romance with a member of this guard, as he suspects that she might be Crimson Moth and is trying to seduce her to try and figure out her secrets. And she is trying trying to seduce him to figure out if she can get information out of him. So I really, really enjoyed this one. And then for the adult box, there's some info cards, but we have A Fate Inked in Blood, which is a Viking romance. So here is the edition, and then some of the character artwork on the inside. So yeah, this one is a Viking romance. I have very mixed feelings about Danielle L. Jensen. I read The Bridge Kingdom by her and did quite enjoy it, but then I read the sequel and gave it like, I think, a 2-star. So I have very mixed feelings about whether or not I actually like her book. So this one will be an interesting time to try out. And now we have Arcane Society, which is a bi-monthly fantasy romance subscription. And I'm a little confused because I did think that I skipped this month, but I'm okay getting it still. So yeah, here is the bag. We got a little pin for the characters and then just some character artwork. So this guy, this girl, and an author letter. And we have 2 books. The featured author this month was Amelia Hutchins. So there is Flames of Chaos and Ashes of Chaos. And the series, it's called Legacy of the Nine Realms. And I think when I looked it up, there was like 6 or 7 books out in it. But again, this is a fantasy romance. So let's just look at this artwork because it is stunning. I don't really know too much about this one. And one thing I don't love about Arcane Society is they don't include any description of the book. So you do really have to go look it up yourself. Ooh. But look at this. That is stunning. Okay, I might actually just want to keep them, the books like this. But this is book 1, Flames of Chaos. And here is book 2. So we have a man on the cover. Artwork there. Hedges. Oh, and that's so cool. That is so, so cool. So I'm very interested to try out this series, and I'm going to be curious to see too if they decide to do editions of the rest of the series, because I do think there's like 6 or 7 books, and it would be nice if I like this, I'd be able to get more of them. But I am a little surprised because I did think I skipped that one, but oh well, I guess. And we're getting to the bottom of this, thankfully. So the next one is from Fairyloot. I think this is a special edition that I ordered. I'm not sure yet. Okay, good. I've been waiting for this. So we have The Atlas Complex by Olivia Blake. This is a dark academia world where we are following 6 initiates of this Atlas society, and they are brought in as scholars, the like best magic users of their time, and are given this like prestigious like place within this Atlas society to or this, I think it's Alexandrian society, to spend the next few years just studying and becoming like the best in their field and like really like reimagining the world they're in. I absolutely loved book 1. Book 2 was okay but not great, and I'm a little nervous to go into this one just because it could it could keep going down the way that book 2 went, which I didn't enjoy, or it could be fantastic, but I had to get the matching edition, of course. So I love the purple, love the sprayed edges, and let's see. Okay, so we have character artwork on the inside and more characters on the back, and then just a very simple black foiling, which I think is beautiful. So definitely planning on reading this one fairly soon because I do want to know how I feel about this, and it is a fairly new fantasy release, so definitely planning on picking this one up fairly soon. And for our last box, we do have another special edition set from illumicrate that I ordered. So this one I pre-ordered months ago, but we have a trilogy. So these are all fantasy romance too. We have Bride of the Shadow King, Heart of the Shadow King, and Vow of the Shadow King. So I've read book 1 and I really, really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4-star. It's about a princess who has an arranged marriage to the Shadow King. He is like a different type of species. I think he's an elf or something like that, and elf or like trollless kind of thing, but she has an arranged marriage with him, and it's basically set to like bring peace to their people. So I really enjoyed book 1. It's just like a very classic fantasy romance type of book, and I'm really excited to get to the other 2, and I really, really love the artwork that they included on this. So again, book 1, and then if we look at this character artwork here, and just like a very pretty naked hardback as well. Book 2, beautiful. So beautiful. And book 3. So I am excited to get to this series soon. And I was kind of waiting to finish it. I only read book 1, but I was waiting to read the rest of it just until this came in. So I'm very excited to get to it. So that is all we have for today. Those are all the books that I hauled, all of them subscription based. So I am very excited to get to a lot of these. I honestly think that so many of these are going to be fantastic reads, and so many of them are so highly anticipated for me as well. So let me know if you've read any of these, if there's any that you think I should prioritize. And if nothing else, hopefully you will subscribe, like this video, and maybe I will see you in a new video soon. Bye.